Welcome guys! It has now been a while since PUBG added bots to help out new and bad players. And by understanding how the bots work and how to spot them, you can optimize your focus against real players and prioritize the right fights at the right time without giving away critical information. This video will go into some details about how the bots actually work in PUBG and how to spot them. All games in PUBG have a hard-coded minimum 20% bots, regardless of how many players queue up. This means you'll always have at least 20 bots on the 100-player maps and about 13 to 14 on Karakin. If you often experience more than this, then one way to get far fewer bots is by using a VPN to a more popular region. And for this, I'd recommend using NordVPN, which is also the sponsor of this video. With NordVPN, you could, as an example, connect to European servers from North America and heavily reduce the amount of bots you have in your games, as well as have shorter queue times. And unrelated to the bots, it's also a great service to use if you want to view other countries' Netflix libraries, as NordVPN still works to get access to the American Netflix library, for instance. But most of all, a VPN is a great way to protect your data and browse the web anonymously, and a NordVPN subscription comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Finally, you can now get 70% off NordVPN, only $349 per month, plus you get an additional month free if you use the link in the description or the coupon code WackyJacky. So knowing how many bots you can have in your game is one thing, but there's also a way to check how many bots you had in a game you already played. I recommend two different websites for this purpose. One is pubg.op.gg, which will show you the total amount of players in the game. So if you had 80 players, then you know the rest were bots. Another way of seeing this would be using pubglookup.com. This is a great site that will show you a bunch of cool data, and you'll also be able to find the exact number of bots directly shown as a number. So when you get into a game with many bots, you'll notice that it feels like there are far fewer players or bots on the map compared to what the alive counter shows. It won't feel like there's a big number of bots or players running around. This is because only a few bots will land in a parachute, which by the way is easy to spot as they don't dive while dropping. So they will land at a delay and be easy to kill. Instead, a lot of bots spawn during the matches in an attempt to keep them as relevant as possible. And there are even reports of bots teleporting around the map to stay alive to be able to fight real players. I'm not 100% sure what triggers the spawn, but we do know that they are attracted by action, just as they will hunt you down from far away. If you end up in a fight in a high bot game, then you should expect to get attacked or be able to see bots in your near vicinity shortly after. Another reason that bots spawn throughout the game is because they cannot drive vehicles, which is one of the ways you can identify a bot. If you hear a vehicle, it can't be a bot, and if someone is randomly running around in the open, that just might very well be one. So how do you identify a bot? Well, first of all, they do seem to have a fixed amount of clothing, so you might be able to identify them based on their skins. But one thing is that they do not seem to be using weapon skins. But the best way to identifying them seems to be in the way they move and shoot. Quite simply, they move like bots, mechanically and slow. But they can both sprint and jump, which does make their movements seem rather realistic at times. But be not fooled, this is indeed a bot. They can open doors and loot buildings, although they don't always do a good job of this. They will loot death crates, even from the players they kill, if they manage to do that of course, but I have never seen them loot airdrops. They like to go prone to heal if they need to heal a large amount. They do not lean, and I don't think I ever saw them move around while crouched, but they will sit still while crouched though. In combat, they tend to simply stand still during gunfights and look straight at you while they miss most of their shots. And while they do mostly miss their shots, some bots are godlike Terminators that most of all looks like blatant cheaters. So don't feel too bad if a bot ends up killing you one day. Poor guy though. When you shoot at a bot, it will often just instantly stop. So this is a perfect way of identifying it when you see this behavior. But the weirdest thing and the easiest way of telling whether or not a bot is shooting is by listening to the way they shoot. Listen to this gunfire in the distance. This is clearly bots fighting. They shoot in a super strange, abnormal, and kinda laggy way. It's almost as if their guns shoot at a higher rate of fire. I tested if this was true, and in this slow motion comparison, it is clear, however, that the rate of fire is identical to that of a normal player. This laggy and inconsistent full auto spray is one of the most solid ways to identify a bot based on sound. So that is what you should know about bots in PUBG, and you should now have no problem identifying them. But one question still remains: can bots win games? Well, I think they can, but I did try to make a bot win in a final 1 versus 1. And well, this is how it went. No, okay, we don't kill him. That's a bot. It's a bot. I'm gonna let him win if he's the last guy. Well, what should we do with this guy? He's a bot. I feel like I think we should give the victory to this bot. I mean, these bots are being tortured, guys. And they don't know what to do. You can do it. I believe in you. All you got to do is to not... You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay, good shot. Good shot. Okay, practice a little bit more. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Should we let him die? Should I kill him or should he win? I think we should let him win, right? There you go. Okay. Like he had it there. Like he had the opportunity to kill me there, and he's gonna get another one. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna punch him, and he should kill me, and he will win. I guess not. I guess not. I gave this bot a legit chance. I'm standing right in front of this guy, and he's shooting like 20 bullets, and I have 1 HP.